Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to Pound Zero. I'm Amelia, and this is my weight loss journey. So this week has been an interesting week, not a terribly great one for weight loss. I seem to say that a lot, and I need to do something about it so it actually becomes a great week for weight loss. I have made a number of tough decisions this week, including cancelling my gym membership because I'm just not using it. That's not to say that I won't go back when I'm ready. It's just at the moment, my lifestyle is not one that really enables me to get to the gym at a time, and when I do have a chance to go, I'm usually so exhausted I'm not really putting the effort into it that I should. So what happened this week? Well, this week I did the first week of Body of Dance program. I am a week behind the actual program, but I'm just going to start from the beginning and keep going. There is a bit of a snapshot that you're going to get to see a little bit later in the video. The food is good. Managed to keep up with that pretty well. I went back to work on Wednesday this week after taking a week and a half off. Initially to go to Queensland, but just some downtime and downtime to not do the things that I took the time off to do. But it was a nice break. It really was a nice break. But I did find that within 3 days of being back at work, I had slipped back into my extremely bad habits of not getting out at lunch, taking my time getting to work in the morning. So I actually don't have the time in my lunch break to get out. So I would just sit and eat at my desk instead. I'm not up and moving as much as I should. I even found that my water intake went down for some unknown reason, which is a bit odd because I do have a 2-litre water bottle that sits on my desk all day, but I just wasn't drinking it. I'm not entirely sure why, but I had to make more of a conscious effort to try and get through it. Bless my work colleagues, even though my birthday was the Tuesday the week before while I was on leave, they put on a morning tea spread for my birthday. I didn't get out of it. This was a massive detriment to my weight loss plan this week. It was actually going okay until that point. There was a very delicious gluten-free chocolate cake. There were sausage rolls. There were rice puff savory things. There was a caramel macadamia tart, which was absolutely divine. There were shapes biscuits. There was pretty much everything that I would consider myself somewhat addicted to in terms of food. And I didn't have lunch that day as a result. I actually just gorged myself on this morning tea and blew everything out, which was terrible. I did actually end up putting on 2 kilos in a day. I think some of that may have been water as well, because like I said, my water consumption wasn't great. Am I disappointed a little more with myself for not being able to control myself around that food? But it was delicious, and I was very conscious of it after the fact. So I actually put a little bit more effort into trying to get it off quickly, I guess I'm trying to say. So before my marvelous morning tea, I had gotten down into the 109 kilo range. Quite substantial. I think I was 109.5, I think, before putting on 2 kilos. Again, another disappointment, because at 110, it does seem to be my bugbear at the moment. But I will get past it. I have gotten past it. I've gotten past it before. I'll get it past again. What I really need to aim for, though, is getting down into the 1.9s and not jumping back up into the 1.10s. I need to be more consistently down in the 1.9s, which this week I'm really hoping to achieve. So with that in mind, let's get on the scales. So, to recap my weight loss journey so far, when I started out on this journey in January this year, that would be 2017, I weighed in at 120 kilos or 264.5 pounds. Last week, I weighed in at 110 kilos or 242.5 pounds. And like I said, I did get down into the 1.9s, and then I ate poorly and I got up into the 1.10s, 1.12, which was very disappointing. Extremely disappointing. I actually weighed myself 3 times this morning. 3, maybe 4. At various points in the morning, having not actually had the breakfast or anything yet, but other things were happening. And the lowest I weighed in this morning was 109.9 kilos, 242.2 pounds. So I'm down there. I've just got to keep going down now, which is going to be the big effort. I have planned my week in meals using the Body of Dance meal planner. So I really don't have any excuses to fall off the wagon this week. If I do, I will be very, very disappointed in myself. So this week, I have now completed my first week of the Body of Dance program. I have been subjecting my husband to their meals. Here's a quick snapshot of what week 1 kind of looked like. So if I'm going to be completely honest, I'm actually thoroughly enjoying the program so far, even though I am trying to attempt this with my very sore toe, which is still sore from last week. Although the bruising has gone down, except for that was under my toe. So I've got my sore foot. My knee is doing something, I'm not sure what, but it does seem to ache every so often. I think it's just the cold, but I'm not, or it could just be that I'm upping the ante on the exercise, so it's just kind of freaking out a little. So I am being very cautious about my exercise, particularly in this dance space, since there's so much different kind of movement. So I'm not putting as much into it as I probably normally would. That said, I'm still getting very sweaty. Even that Fantango dance, which was a lot slower than the other ones that had come earlier in the week, I was still working up a sweat. It was quite incredible. What can I say about it so far? Well, given that it is an exercise program with a diet plan, the food is absolutely amazing. It has upped my grocery bill a little bit, which has made other things a little bit tighter. So the grocery bill did go up a little bit. I am buying slightly more fancy food. I suppose, to what I would normally buy. But it's only for a month, so we'll see how it goes. So in terms of feedback, some probably more budget options where things aren't quite so fancy and requiring such random ingredients. There's one ingredient that there's a pancake recipe, a blueberry ricotta and something pancake recipe that requires, what's it called? Pomegranate molasses. I can tell you neither Coles nor Woolies that I attend have either of the has this ingredients. It's not pomegranate molasses, it's pomegranate molasses. Some of the recipes do require these really obscure kind of ingredients that you just wouldn't find normally. So some slightly more budget options to be included in the menu plan, I think would benefit this program quite a lot. The dance routines are so well thought out. They are so easy to follow, especially for someone who doesn't dance for a living and hasn't really done dance classes since high school. This week we've had there was the Finch Flourish, there was hip hop, there was the Fantango, there was something else in there, I can't quite remember what it was. And I know next week we've got Jive, which I'm kind of looking forward to because I do love watching Jive. So it's quite exhausting. I'm trying to put this on top of what I would usually do as well. It is up in the ante. I spent a few days last week. It's so sore from muscles that I had completely forgot even existed. So the dance is actually doing something. Next week should be good. Make sure you have plenty of space if you're going to give it a go. You do require space to dance, obviously. I thought my family room would be enough. Apparently not. But I make do. I do make do. It's a lot of fun for a little program that popped up in a Facebook feed and sparked quite a bit of conversation. In terms of a support community, I have to say it is probably the most amazing support community I have seen other than the one that is on YouTube. So you have the website, which is where you get all your stuff, your planner, your exercises, your cool downs, everything. But there is also a closed Facebook page. Now the closed Facebook page is obviously, they can load bits and pieces up, including some of the exercises, or extra tips, tricks, meditations, just little extra bits and pieces. Rachel gets on there quite regularly as she travels around Australia, looking to meet up with some of her bodettes. Yeah, you're a bodette if you join up. I'm not sure what they call a bloke. Bod-dude? Anyway, but of course on this Facebook page, you can obviously post your own little tips, tricks, or questions if you have any questions regarding the program, and somebody, all the rest of the people doing the program with you can of course answer, and the body of dance admin, for lack of a better term, whether it's Rachel or one of the people that she works with, will actually respond to you as well, and they respond to just about each and every post that's put up there. So the support is there, and it's very direct and in your face, even though you're not seeing somebody face to face in person. It's pretty amazing. So I do highly recommend it if you want to give it a go. Like I said, each session is only a month long, so it's not like you're signing up to a quarter of the year like you are with some of the other programs. It is month to month, so it is probably a little bit easier to manage and see if you like it. Like, it's a month is a pretty good trial period to try and get into something. So over the course of the next week, I will keep recording some of the workouts. I will continue to load photos of food up onto Instagram, because why not? You can get an idea of what type of food there is. I don't like to try and repeat stuff terribly often. I am a creature of change. I do enjoy change. So that's it for me for another week. Thanks for watching. I will be loading some more videos up during the week. It's just taken me a week to try and get all my stuff into gear. Of course, if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. This is where I load up photos of things I'm doing. Tips, tricks, motivation, whatever I find interesting along my journey gets thrown up there. And of course, links to anything I have discussed today are down in the description below. If you have any questions or just want to say hi, leave me a comment. I do try to respond, even though I may not be as quick as I want to be. I do apologize. Until next time, be healthy and be good to each other. Bye. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to Pound Zero. Whoa, I can't even say that. Cue opening credits. I made a number of tough decisions. Oh, cold coffee. That's what I get for talking and not drinking my coffee. I'm pretty sure that's I Dream of Jeannie going on in the background. It's kind of a little distracting. I'm not sure you guys can hear it. It's not dingling on my thing. So I'm just gonna... Here's a quick snapshot. Here's a quick snapshot of Here's a quick snapshot of what week 1 of Body a Dance... Oh, fuck. Here's a quick snapshot of what week 1 of Body a Dance with Rachael Finch kind of look like. It is actually quite a lot of fun for this really random little thing that popped up on a Facebook feed and Facebook?